People often ask me, what is the most effective thing that I should be doing to get my health on track, get my weight on track, to get the body that I want? And people often want some really specific scientific answers. This is the most effective workout you should do. This is the most effective diet you should do. But the answer that I'm always inclined to give is one that takes into consideration the elements that aren't part of working out. They're the elements of motivation and engagement and the things that are realistically going to be part of what's going to help you continue to do these things, because that's the most important thing. Ultimately, the most effective thing for you to do is to do 100 workouts and then 200 and 500 and doing that amount of workouts. You can only get so much out of each workout. Your body can only be broken down so much and then recover so much within a short period of time. Because that is the process of progress, is break down and renewal, break down the tissue, and when it recovers, then it gets stronger. Break down your energy systems, deplete them, and then as they recover, you feed your body, you get the right amount of rest, and then it recovers and you get the gains. But you can only get so much out of each one. One workout doesn't really do that much. You can only get so much out of it. You have to be doing the right kinds of things, but in the long run, it's the cumulative amount of the things that you do over time that matters. So really, the most effective thing for you to do is 100 workouts. So however it is that you can get to that is the most important thing. That's what it is. So really the question isn't which is the fanciest and most effective workouts to do, but what is going to keep me engaged? What's going to get me into this lifestyle, and what's the most effective way to have this become a part of my routines and what I do? And is it installing it as a habitual aspect of your life, something that's a part of your life and a part of you? Is what you're doing encouraging you to continue? Right? What you want to do is get to a point where you've done it so much, and that if it wasn't part of your life anymore, then it would feel like something is missing, right? And that takes a different amount of time for different people, But whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be 5 days a week, 10 times a week. It's just whatever it is that is the thing that's going to make sure that you clock up those numbers. Every workout is piggybacking on the last one. If you do one workout and then you do another one, in a month, and then you quit for 2 months and you do another one, you're obviously not going to get any progress, no matter how wonderful that one workout was. So, the idea of being on track, that metaphor, being on track, people they get off track and they get on track. People sort of think if they're not on track, then you have one day where you're off, and then all of a sudden I'm off track, and it feels like the whole thing's derailed. But that's not how it works. This is a journey, right? And in the journey, sometimes you're on track, sometimes you're off track, right? It's not that there is no straight line to success here. There's a destination that we want to get to. There's a general direction that we're headed in, and as long as we're kind of wandering in the right direction, sometimes you're on, sometimes you're off. You've got a plan, but it's okay if you make a few stops along the way, as long as you're still going, right? It's just the only time that you fail is if you've just decided to completely abandon going to the direction that you're going to the destination that you're going. We get on, we get off, we keep going, and then we just keep clocking up those numbers. Get to those workouts. Once you've done 100 workouts, it only feels right to keep going. When you're continuing to make those choices, the fact that you've done 100 workouts, your lifestyle should start to resonate around that. The fact that you're doing 100 workouts means that you're going to have to be doing a whole bunch of other things around that. You've organised your time in a certain way, and you're probably eating certain things. Your hormones are changing. Everything is starting to resonate in that direction. Okay, just my thought for the day. And if you enjoyed that, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.